Hello dear viewers, welcome. Once again I am with you with a new presentation, Telephone Skills. Myself, Professor Meshramkar Suntera, Assistant Professor in Department of English, J.A.T, Arts, Science and Commerce College for Women, Malegaon. The topic of my presentation is Telephone Skills. Because nowadays, telephone has become a basic need of human being. Telephone is a device that allows the user to communicate message across the lines electronically. One can easily communicate with those who are nearby or who are far away. And it can be simply done by using telephone. It means simply by dialing or by pressing a specially designated number. The word telephone comes from two Greek words meaning far and sound. Means this term has its origin in Greek language. Tele means far and phone means sound. So together it means distant sound. So telephone is a telecommunication device that permits two or more users to conduct a conversation when they are far apart or they are away from each other. In early days, keeping a mobile phone was a status symbol. But time passed and slowly mobile phone has become a part of life. Nowadays, it is a basic need of person. Today, a person can forget his pen or wallet, but not a mobile phone, because everything is in his mobile phone. I mean, even that wallet is also in his mobile. So, telephone is playing an important role in human life, and corona pandemic has made it essential commodity. During the pandemic, when we people were physically away from each other, this telephone kept us connected with each other. So, it is necessary to learn how to use telephone and what are telephone manners or etiquettes. As we know, for telecommunication we need network. So these are certain technical requirements for telephone communication. Now if we focus on the invention of telephone, telephone was invented by Alexander Graham Bell. He invented the first telephone in 1876 in Boston. His mother and his wife were deaf, so invented device. He invented that hearing device, that is telephone. Now it is difficult to estimate the total number of telephones in existence today, but it is estimated that 91% of world's population use telephone. Nowadays, telephone has become an important communication tool. Telephones come in wide variety of shapes, sizes and colors, as well as with many options that can be configured to accommodate almost any conceivable need. Now, we are to focus on some telephone etiquettes. First, we'll focus on the parts of effective telephone call. Telephone calls may be broken into three major parts. First one is the introduction. Now, in introduction, both parties establish their identity and convenience of the call. Second one is purpose. It involves communicating needs by asking well constructed questions, and the third part is conclusion. Now, here in this part, both parties reach a verbal end, that means the end of their communication. Now, what are the objectives of this presentation? There is difference between face to face and telephone communication. So, the first objective is to differentiate between face to face and telephone conversation, understand the importance of having good telephone skills, identify different parts of telephone conversation, how to manage different kinds of people, to know the appropriate language required for effective telephone conversation, and follow suitable telephone etiquettes. So, here we are going to focus on these objectives. When we are speaking on telephone, we cannot see our listener, and even the listener can't see us. But a phone's call success depends on body language. It means, as we know, in face to face conversation, there are many elements which contribute the effectiveness of face to face talk or face to face communication. In the same way, even over telephone, body language plays an important role. It means, if you let your body sag while you speak, your energy will drop. Your voice may convey a lack of interest, confidence, or personality. When you sit up or even stand up when you are delivering a message that matters, it means it makes certain change. Furthermore, though there are no visual cues over the phone, voice plays an important role. The speaker's voice is very important. Means his articulation, his pace, his projection, his vocal variety, all these contribute for the effective telephone communication. And therefore, though there are no visual cues over the phone, one must give importance to body language. Now, here, if someone speaks at a relaxed pace or allows himself to take pause or ask the listener periodically, all these things are very essential for effective telephone communication. So, it is necessary that one should speak at a relaxed pace. He should not speak too speedily. He should allow himself to take some pause. Furthermore, even a person speaks on telephone, he must be a good listener. Means there should not be one-way talk. The speaker should allow the listener to speak. So, it is must that the speaker should ask the listener periodically. So, that is important. Now, when a person speaks on telephone, he should have some essential phone skills. These are positive attitude, clarity and strong diction, interpersonal skills, empathy and sincerity, active listening, professionalism, organization, politeness, gratitude and appreciation, research and preparation skills, leadership, task and time management, engagement and interactive skills, technical skills, and attention to detail. Now, how to start telephone communication? So, first thing that is essential is greeting. When handling telephone calls, first impression will greatly influence the direction of the call. So, get off to a positive start by adopting a positive, enthusiastic, and attentive tone. Ensure your greeting is proper and pleasant to the caller. How can we do it? Start by greeting the caller based on the time of the day. Means, if you are calling at morning, say good morning. If you are calling at afternoon, say good afternoon. So, start by greeting on the time of the day, which is based on the time of the day. Now, it is necessary to know some telephone etiquettes. The most important is answer the phone promptly. Time has major impact. So, avoid placing the caller on hold for a long period. Make it your organizational goal to answer the telephone calls by the second or third ring to reduce the frustration of your caller. For example, when you call a company and the dial tone continues to ring, your mood and mentality can change from feeling happy to feeling frustrated. You will be surprised how many businesses fail to implement this. This telephone etiquette skill is important. If you are operating in automated call system, do not let your client linger on hold for a long time. It is wise to continuously monitor to the calls and answer them promptly. Now, you must value quiet environment. Nobody like interference or background noise. Answer calls in a quiet environment. Now, the most important thing, that is, do not eat anything while answering a call. Avoid chewing or drinking while on phone. Likewise, proper telephone etiquette requires that you converse in a quiet environment for clear communication. There is nothing more annoying when you're communicating over the phone with constant noise in the background. So, try to make your telephone engagement pleasant for your caller. Now, another important telephone etiquette is listen other person's need. Don't shout over your caller or preempt what they are saying. Allow them to be heard and ask the right question to extract the right information. Good telephone communication is two-way process, and always keep that in mind. Leave your customer satisfied. You must leave your caller or your customer feel satisfied. Now, how to begin a call? It is most important to open a telephone call in proper way. Make the caller feel welcome and try to give an impression that he or she is an important caller. Now, this could be done in many ways, such as pick up the call as soon as it starts ringing. It means within 3 or 4 rings. Greet the caller, introduce yourself, offer your help. For example, good afternoon, Central Library Reference Section, Suntera speaking. How can I help you? Now, when you end the call, you should make sure that the caller will call back to you. And if you feel that your caller should call back to you, you should need to end the conversation in proper way. You should thank the caller for calling. Make sure that the information you have provided is adequate. Let the caller know you appreciate his or her purpose of calling. Invite the caller to call again if he or she wants any additional information. Don't be in a hurry to disconnect the phone. Let the caller do that first. For example, thank you, Miss Lily. I hope that the information is helpful. Please do get back if you need any further information. It was a pleasure talking to you. Bye now. So this is the way you can end your call. So these are certain telephone etiquettes. Leave your customer or caller satisfied. End your call on a positive note, because it creates a stronger chance of creating healthy relationship. In case of business, it is helpful to increase the business. Now, while ending the call, confirm the person at the other end to understand the information you have provided. Ask if there is anything else you can help with. And for future contact, mention the best time they can call back if required. Therefore, you should follow these telephone etiquettes while talking to a person on telephone. So, you should keep in your mind, first identify yourself immediately to get the call off to a positive start. Tell the person the purpose of the call, be specific. Ask the appropriate questions to obtain the desired action. Close the call in friendly tone. And have the telephone numbers visible when you get ready to make the call. So, you should follow these telephone etiquettes for effective telephone calls. Thank you.